Okay, good morning to you all. Um, I'm sleepy, so if I'm sounding lethargic, you know why. But I want to talk about Andrew Guillum, the 2018 Democratic candidate for governor of Florida, um, and why he's trying to make a comeback and be relevant. Well, as I said, Andrew Guillum is best known as the Democratic candidate for governor in 2018 down in Florida, and he lost to Ron DeSantis, a real bad guy, who is a Donald Trump style Republican. Um, well, um, pretty recently, there's been a controversy where he was at a hotel at some sex party. And not that I want to engage in gossip. I mean, it's not relevant to my life, but it's just something. And he's a married man, and so he was interviewed recently about his sexuality and with his wife, I believe her name, and coming out as bisexual. Now, I don't give a flip what somebody is. Um, their sexuality has no bearing on policy. Policy overrides everything else. Policy, policy, policy. Not what color you are, not what gender you are, not your gender preferences as far as who you like to sleep with. None of that matters to me one way or the other. What matters is policy, 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 policy. And I tell you the truth, I care so little about this scandal. You know, I care so little about it. It's as exciting to me as listening to Jordan Peterson, which puts me to sleep real quick. There you have it. But getting back to what I was saying, policy matters, and it matters above all else. Bernie Sanders' program is what he kind of modeled himself in 2018. He pretty much kind of campaigned with that mode or that ideology or that basically coattailings off the movement. He knows it's real, and he decided to kind of did what Beto O'Rourke did in Texas. So for about 5 minutes, I thought that Beto O'Rourke was a rock star in Texas. For about 5 minutes, that same 5 minutes, I thought Andrew Guillum was a rock star in Florida. And as it turned out later on, I found myself equally and devastatingly disappointed with both um, Beto O'Rourke and Andrew Guillum. Apparently, previous to running for the governor, he was pretty much your cliche establishment Democrat. Um, and he endorsed Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders in 2016. Strike one, you're out. The only elected politician in this country that chose Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders that I would let slide by would be the late John Lewis. The late Congressman John Lewis is the only Democrat that chose Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders that I will be like, I can forgive him because John Lewis's legacy and everything John Lewis was about and fought for, he was a very honorable man. Andrew Guillum can't even come close to what the late John Lewis, the kind of man he was. He was a Hillary Clinton style Democrat, a Bill and Hillary Clinton style Democrat. And you know how I feel about Bill and Hillary Clinton style Democrats. Very close with Debbie Wasserman-Schultz, one of the worst of the Democrats in Congress. there is a member of Congress that I consider the worst elected Democrat in the U.S. House of Representatives. It would be Debbie Wasserman-Schultz. Somebody, I mean, I was disappointed that Tim Canova wasn't able to defeat her 2 years. I was, and I was disappointed that what was her name? Jen Perlman, Jamie Perlman. I read about her. Great lady, and I'm sorry I'm not remembering her name right now at the moment. Just popped up when I was thinking about Debbie Wasserman Schultz. But this is the kind of person Andrew Guillum is. He is your cliche corporate Democrat, pretending to be a Bernie bro. My gosh, my goodness. So anyway, the point is, he came out as bisexual in an interview with his wife, and to basically save face from the scandal. Because I also think he has, well, I personally think he's trying to make a comeback. Well, I didn't originally think about it, but I was listening to Tim Black show this morning on my way home, and it just it kind of makes sense what he just said. He's trying to make a comeback, and I kind of just think that Tim, I mean Tim Black is correct what he was saying in his analysis about Andrew Guillum. Andrew Guillum is a joke, just as Berto O'Rourke is a joke, just as anybody else who's trying to ride on this bandwagon. I mean, just because when establishment Democrats decide that they're going to try to do the Bernie Sanders dance, try to and try to go that route, they do a pretty bad job of it. I mean, the only person I can think of right now that's a national figure that's actually was a corporate Democrat and actually has moved toward a better direction, more toward a Bernie Sanders direction recently, is Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, the one that defeated Congressman Joe Kennedy of Boston. And how happy I was to see that. I am so happy that Ed Markey was the victor in that primary fight. Joe Kennedy just think he's entitled because his name is Kennedy. But getting back to what I was saying, I'm just tired of all these Johnny come latelys. I mean, they should have been. You see, the fact that they're in the Democratic Party, their natural positions was to be for the things that Bernie Sanders and AOC are for. I mean, that is supposed to be the natural position of the Democratic Party. But the Democratic Party has moved so far to the right that once some politicians with a little bit of opportunism tries to ride on that Bernie Sanders express train, because that's a movement that's being built, and they fail in their sincerity and in details, it tells you that there's a lot of work that needs to be done to transform the Democratic Party into a Labor Party, if it's possible to even transform it into a Labor Party. We'll see. Time will tell. But as I said, Andrew Guillum's trying to make a comeback, and my response is, so what? If you like what you heard, press like, comment. If you're triggered, comment anyway. As a as a First Amendment, as a leader, it's my duty to urge each and every one of you. You have a platform and you're very passionate about something. Please utilize it because we are the muckrakers of our time. And as I said, subscribe. So, like, comment, comment even if you don't like. Share the content here. Form your own platform in the name of free speech. And subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And until next time, peace. And Bernie Sanders for president in the year 2024. And no, I wasn't kidding when I said that. I really wasn't. I'm serious about it. Bye.